I'm hi. I'm cleaning house. I'm literally getting ready to move again. This is my last week here at the 7th Street Market, and I'm going through the house and getting rid of stuff. Now, this is something that my brother had for me for more than a decade. I forgot it even existed. I wish I'd told him so he didn't have to keep it. But it's an ugly old backpack, but it's significant to me, and I'm making this video for kind of like a record thing. This is the backpack that I used in my earliest adventures as a young adult. I bought this backpack when I was 16 years old to JanSport, and I used it I was going to leave all outright. I was just going to depart society altogether at the age of 16-ish. I wanted to drop out, so to speak. And my dad told me, no, you can't do that, but he allowed me to take off on the summers when I wasn't in school. So starting as a teenager, at 16, I would hitchhike all around the United States and Canada all summer long, broke, lost, confused. Not confused mentally, although I was, sometimes it was some of the best times of my life. I mean, literally just wandering through anywhere. I didn't know where I was going. I had no money. A lot of the times I would get jobs here and there and work wherever I could, or people would take me in and I'd stay at their house for a little while and get by. I made it all the way from the middle of Idaho once, all the way back to Southern California with a loaf of bread and a box of Special K. I made Special K sandwiches. I would take the handful of Special K cereal, Special K's of cereal out of the box and put it in the bread and eat that. And I would have a couple of those sandwiches every day, and that sustained me as I hitchhiked all the way across, 2 or 3 states, Idaho through Oregon and down through California, so 3 states. But anyway, I have lots and lots of memories. One time, I made this thing would be all packed up with all my gear, sleeping bag, tent, everything in there. And one summer that I went out, I get tired. My hitchhiking philosophy is that I would, unless there was a sign that said you can't get on the freeway, for example, I would always walk. I didn't want to be lazy. I hated standing there with my thumb out. So I would always walk, and it would wander. Sometimes it would take a long time to get a ride, and I'd walk way the heck out in the middle of nowhere, and no one would pick me up. And so one summer I decided, I made a thumb. I wish I still had it. I took a scroll saw, and I cut out of a piece of plywood a hand with a thumb, and I painted it like a hand. I think it was kind of a reddish hand. I wish I could remember. And then I attached that to a piece of dowel. Dowel's a long round pole, and I would have my backpack here, or my sleeping bag there, and I stuck the pole in here so that this thing stuck out. I can't do it right. It was the other way, or whatever. So, no, it would be this way, because I would walk this way. I was walking that way, and I would have this pole with that hand sticking way out. So people would drive by, and they'd see this backpack with a hand sticking out like that, perpetual hand. And that worked really well. I got lots of rides. But that didn't work nearly as well as the summer that I brought my surfboard with me, even though I was going to like the middle, way out. I wasn't even near the ocean, and I carried my 5.3 thruster surfboard, bright red surfboard with me under one arm, and I would be like so far from the ocean, and people would see me walking along with this backpack and my surfboard and this perpetual grin. Boy, those were happy days. It didn't matter what happened. It was all great, and I got more rides. People were like, "What are you doing with a surfboard out in the middle of nowhere?" But that was it. So this is it. This is my backpack. This is the backpack I used for all those. I also used this backpack when I was hitchhiking back and forth from college. Hey, this is from my spear gun. That's the pole thing for my pole spear. My gun spear, which I've also got, but I'm going to keep that. And all of these things, all these pockets, I kept all this stuff. One of them was my medicine pocket. Let me make sure there's nothing in here. And the reason I'm making this video is I'm going to get rid of it. My policy of simplicity. I don't need this thing anymore. It still works. Gunk. Oh, so many memories. I thought it was so advanced at the time because it had this thing. Oh, and see, it has the tags. These are, I took it, traveling to Japan. This is my first time I went to Japan. I took this with me. Oh, and subsequent times, lots of trips. Old airline tag. Yep. See, this opens up like this. And that's how it does, and it wraps around, and It's my backpack. So let me make sure there's nothing in here. I was so proud of these 2 compartments here, because it had 2 compartments. I could, actually put stuff in different compartments. So many memories, so much life. Here, let's zip it up tight for its last journey. My backpack's last journey. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to. I wish I could put this in my mouth. I can't. Oh well, you're gonna have to go. Well, here, I can't stand it. I gotta zip it up. It's like. Let me put this here for a second. It's like it's gonna be this last journey, so it has to be all nice and cinched up for the journey. The journey to oblivion. Just like all of us. Well, some people think that they're gonna be somewhere else afterwards. I think I'm just gonna. I don't know. I'm gonna be in the Great Life landfill, decomposing and going away. Oh, you see the straps here? These straps. Hold stuff with those. Oh gosh. I remember going out and looking for those straps and finding those. So anyway, there's my backpack. Well, you know what? We'll put it on one last time. Just for some fun. I did put it on before, and it did not fit. This deal around the waist part did not fit. Ow! I was so much thinner than I think I had a 30-inch waist then. Now I've got a bigger waist than that. Let's take a look. Whoop. There we go. Last time to wear this backpack. I used to walk out like this, had that hand sticking out the side. Yeah, lots of good memories. But time to make new memories. And let the past go. So many plans for new memories of my wife and my daughter and the time that we have together when they get here. Let's take this thing. Say goodbye to. Can it be recycled? I don't think so. Can it be consigned to oblivion? Yes. There you go. There we go. It just barely fits. And no real sadness in saying goodbye. It's more like just c'est la vie. Bye, backpack. Thanks for the memories. Now it's time to make new memories. Bye-bye, everybody.